right, we in. Welcome to the Man Lucrative Podcast. I am your host, the one, the only, Magneto 7 in the building. This is episode 236. Welcome. Why my crowd so low? Bring them up. There we go. This is episode 236. This episode is brought to you by Ready Handy Pros. Listen, if you got any house chore done, any house chore that you need done, right? You talking about flooring, you talking about drywall, you talking about lights, you talking about electrical, you talking about plumbing. I'm starting to talk like my Hispanic friends. If you need any of this stuff done, make sure you go over to Ready Handy Pros. Tell them Magneto 7 sent you from the Man Lucrative Podcast. I've been watching Queen, the movie. I've been, Bohemian Rhapsody. I've been watching that. Oh, man. But first off, hopefully y'all weekend has been good. Hold on, who is this? Let me do a quick shout out. I ain't been doing no shots out in a while. I saw my cuz. What up, big cuz? Neandre. Dre, what up, boy? Big Frank Mello. Everybody on YouTube, y'all got to follow everybody that I'm talking to. Y'all got to follow him. Frank Mello, you talking about T-shirt. What up, boy? I feel like I need a boots on the ground type of song when I say T-shirt. But what's up? And I think I saw JQ in the building at some point in time. But what's good, everybody? Also, we had a newcomer. What was his name? Lil Buddha. What up, boy? Lil Buddha. Yo, do you have a tag? Lil Buddha? We need you to have a tag, bro. Also, some in spirit. I'm sure Bright the MC in spirit is here. Look, Bright gonna wake up in the morning like, where this mother effer at? He ain't live. Where yet? Hey, my bad, bro. My bad. Crowded Day Walker, what's going on? Authority set up. UPC, what's going on? And I think that's all I saw right now. That's all I see right now. But anyway, I have had such a good week for the most part. I just finished watching Bohemian Rhapsody. If you are a musician, if you are a producer or anything I ain't gonna say musically. If you do anything creative, go watch Bohemian Rhapsody. It's the story of Queen, the group Queen. Yo, and what's the dude's name? What's the lead singer of the group? The Frankie, is it Frankie Mercury, I think his name was. Yo, that movie is fire. It's fire. And it's been a lot of good things on TV. What else did I watch this week? And when I watch movies, okay, and this is how I look at all of my people that follow me, especially anybody that's in the entrepreneurial space. If you own a business and you follow me, I don't feel like your TV should ever have your undivided attention, unfortunately. I am one of the people that's going to pick this laptop up no matter what I'm doing, because I've been working on building apps and I've been working on a lot of IT and a lot of AI stuff, right? For the past couple of months, I've been doing a lot of that stuff. So whenever I sit down to watch TV, I'm probably going to have my laptop and I'm multitasking. I'm doing a lot of other things. But from what I have seen and what I like out of the movies, them joints is great. Beef, the show, y'all just got to watch it. I think this is new, so I'm not going to just spoil it for y'all, but y'all got to watch it. It's really good television. When y'all do watch it, then let me know y'all watch it, then we can talk about it. How about that? When y'all do watch it, you can tell me about it, then we'll just talk about it together. But first off, we got to go ahead and say it. The boy has given us a release date. The boy has given us, I repeat, the boy has given us a release date. Who is the boy, you may ask? I'm talking about Drake. All right, so Drake just had, and this is the thing. I want to get everybody's opinion that's in the chat and everybody that's watching this on playback. What is y'all's Freddie Mercury? Is it Freddie Mercury? Freddie Mercury, okay. I want y'all to tell me, what do y'all think of this whole rollout for Drake? The whole ice being dropped off in the middle of Canada. Where I was thinking, because at first I was like, I posted in my stories, I said, is this cool or corny? Is this cool or corny? And I'm a person, I love all arts, right? I love Drake. I love Kendrick. I love everybody. Only person I do not love Y'all guessed it. J. Cole. I don't love J. Cole. I don't love him. I don't. I'm sorry. It will forever be up. When you do something to me, then it's up forever. Until the situation has been rectified, then it's up. But anyway, I saw all of the ice cubes, and I say ice cubes, but you talking about like big things of ice. I think they said it was like $1.something million worth of ice dropped in the middle of Canada. What that let me know is that boy got a lot of power. He got a whole lot of power to just have folk drop off some ice in the middle of Canada, first off. Secondly, I want to know who the PR company was. I think he got his own PR company, but who is the people that said, okay, you could go ahead and do this? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up for everybody that's watching maybe overseas or wherever you're watching from. This is what was happening all last week. If you can look at the screen, we had all these people outside. Let me see if I got sound. Okay, we don't want to play that. We on YouTube. But if you look at all these folk chipping the ice, right? They chipped the ice. They got to the release date. The release date is May 15th. I don't know if this cool or corny. For me, I could tell that he had hella resources, right? I could tell he had hella resources. That's about it. I was just like, what is the drug that everybody be talking about? Yo, Cootie Brown. Thank you, bro. Thank you. What is the drug that everybody be talking about? Say, nah. It's lace. It's lace. You don't want to take that. It's lace, dog. What's the drug? I can't think of it. I think it start with a P. But let me look on TikTok because I know y'all know. I know y'all know what the name of that drug is. But whatever the drug is, they said that if you take that now, you're gonna knock you out. It ain't no good. It just seemed like a bunch of dodos chipping away at ice. And then I said, if that was in Atlanta or that was anywhere in the US, fentanyl, that's what it is. That fentanyl is That's what everybody like that was doing. They just on that chipping ice. I'm like, yo, y'all got that. Yo, let me know what the date is. I'm not that vested, but if it's cool, it's cool. I think if he would have did that in the U.S., two things would have happened. Folk would have just waited for that joint to melt. Well, that's what it is, May 15th. All right, that's pretty cool. If he did that over here, they would not do all that foolishness. All right, but over there, it's Canada. We love y'all. Y'all right across the pond. We love y'all. But I don't know. It was a little bit corny to me. I was thinking like it got to be a better way to market a project, or maybe not. But what y'all think? I didn't like the release idea. But shortly after that, they said Kendrick Lamar was leaving the studio with a fireman outfit. I said, I know. Now, I would, if I were Kendrick, I'm going to just be real. If I were Kendrick, I probably would have done the same exact thing. And I don't think that was a real Kendrick thing. I think that was AI. AI has been the gift and the curse when it comes to social media. Because there has been plenty of things that just caught me off guard. And I just be like, how? Right? It's just like, what in the world? Case in point, it was this white girl that was on. See, it always be the women. But anyway, it was a white girl. She was mad thick. She was on the, I think it was on TikTok. But she was playing the piano first. So that's what got me to stop. I was like, oh, she cute and she can play. Let me see what she's doing. Well, she started playing ridiculously fast, like Roadrunner type stuff, and it was just weird. And I was like, nah. I was like, this is just fake. It's fake. But with Kendrick leaving out of the studio like that, I was like, I could see him doing that. That would be a cool little stunt if he were to drop a project at the same time. It's the Jay-Z and Nas concept. They said Jay been stepping on Nas' album for years. He's never just let Nas have his own moment for years. That's what they've been saying. I can't confirm or this I can't what Dre said, as bad as the economy is right now, he want to buy some some. Yo, hold on. I gotta bring you to the first day. Yo, Dre, yo, he had about the boy is he's trying to market the album. He's trying to market the album. Now I'm gonna tell you this. And I agree with you, cause bro, I ain't okay. Sidebar. So I just bought the Lexus, right? Just bought the Lexus, and my original idea was to buy the Tesla, right? Right. And now I'm just like, I should have just bought the Tesla. I'm like, I should have bought the Tesla. These mother effing gas prices, yo, my boy, I can't do it. Why are we doing this? The Don is messing up the gas. I need the Don to figure this ish out. What up, Fuel? What up? So I'm curious. Now I will say I took a chart, or I took a toll earlier when we were just doing music reviews. If y'all just watch this on YouTube, you just gotta watch the Patreon and just join in the other part. But I was asking people, who all do y'all think is gonna be on this Drake album? Folk done started brackets. I think personally, and I kind of got to mimic a lot of what Ray Daniels said. When the whole Kendrick and Drake beef first started going on, and people were picking sides, right? And when I say people, I'm not just talking about artists. Like the whole industry was picking sides. They said this, okay, all your Atlanta folk, okay, y'all rocking with Kendrick, okay, cool. Y'all sure? All right, cool. All the New Yorkers, they were rocking with Drake. A lot of the people from Houston was rocking with Drake. I said, okay, people are now starting to really, really pick sides. I said, all right, cool. My thought was going to be, if he did that then, and I'm talking about Kendrick, if he did that then and made LA be the poster child for America, naturally when Drake drops, he needs to make whatever he does the poster child for Canada, or his specific area of Canada, however that works. He needs to do that. Case in point, we got mad people that made it in the American culture with music that's from Canada. A lot of people. Let me pull them up right quick. How you spell Canadian? Canadian. Thank God for spell check. Let me see. Canadian artists. Let me pull them up right quick. So let's look at this. And this is where my issue would come in with the whole Drake situation. All right. So I knew Bieber was from Canada, but you got The Weeknd. The Weeknd sided with Kendrick via Future and them. Right? Who else we got? Ain't nobody really studying Celine Dion like that. I love you, Celine, but hey, you can't save him. Don't save him. You don't want to be saved. Okay, Arcade Fire's from Canada. I didn't know that. Outside of that, okay, I'm going to tell y'all this. This is what I think. Drake, I know y'all probably done with the album. What I think. Hear me out before y'all start judging me. I think you need to hit up Tory Lanez. I think if Drake hit up Tory Lanez, if Tory Lanez pops up on that album, that's a whole nother stratosphere. Cause Tory has been making smashes. He just did the bass album, which what I heard, I liked it for the most part. It was cool. But Tory just did the bass album, right? He's still in jail. People still rock with Tory, despite all of the news and the flack that's gone on with him and Megan and all that whole debacle, right? People still rock with Tory Lanez. I think if Drake went in and he got Tory Lanez to come through, that's a whole different. It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different stratosphere. More people will start looking at that like, okay, so he really is trying to rock with Canadians. He really trying to rock with his people. Because honestly, I think after Kendrick told them, every time you try to get hot, you come to Atlanta. Savage can't save you, something, all that washed up stuff, whatever. No, that's what Drake was saying. If Drake does the same thing and come to Atlanta to get hot, I don't know. I love camaraderie, but I also love territorial music. I like for Atlanta artists to sound like Atlanta. I like for West Coast artists to sound like West Coast. You need that. I feel like that's what makes everybody different. That's what gives people the whole it's just dope. It's just dope. Anyway, I got some more things to talk about. Let's see. We had I just talked about Queen for a second. I did have this influencer. I ain't got that much time either. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about him. I got this influencer that came up on my feed that I really, really enjoyed. And I think just because it's hard for people to be vulnerable when you're in an entertainment space, because you're always supposed to have your ish together, right? You're never supposed to let people see behind the fourth wall. Everything behind the fourth wall is supposed to stay behind the fourth wall. For people that don't know what fourth wall means is, if you're looking at a TV set, right? If you personally looking at the TV set, you're only seeing inside the TV set, that's the screen, and then what's normally displayed on camera, like right now, y'all see one wall. Y'all see this one wall behind me, and I'm talking to y'all. Well, if it was a wider shot, you might see the two walls on the outside and there's one wall, which is just three. The fourth wall is the camera. So they always say you shouldn't let people see behind the fourth wall, which means behind the camera, behind the scenes in real life. They normally don't want people to see that. I am a person that says, yo, I done effed up so much in life. I gotta let you see it. I have effed up terrible. I have done a really, really bad job at doing life at some point, and I just figured out a way to do life really, really good. And I learned how to win in life at some point. I just worked. Well, although I'm like that, and I'll be transparent and show my deals, and I'll show my shortcomings, and I'll show the losses and the wins and real estate and all stuff. Even though I do that, everybody don't do that. The fact that this dude did this makes me want to not only review the video, but also see if I can lend some type of help. I don't know if you'll watch this. I'll try to clip it up, but yeah, I can resonate with what he had to say. Because I too was going through hell with the Grammy. I was broke as F with the Grammy. So I knew exactly where he was coming from when he said what he said. So let me play this right quick. Look, y'all, I'm gonna try not to be too long-winded tonight. I'm really gonna try not to. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to. So everybody that's watching this on Patreon, I might end this in. I'm gonna try to be right at 2 hours. I'm gonna try to be right at 2 hours. We're like 1:36 right now. So give me a second. I'm about to play this video. I think he got something good to say. I want y'all to hear him out.
Very strange. The Peabody. I'll be getting one for being the showrunner on Fela Kuti, and also.
And the Peabody is an award. I had to look it up. I ain't know nothing about no Peabody award. It's an award.
My bank account is at negative $65 in one bank account, negative 30 in another.
All right, let me see if I can stretch it out. So he got negative 64 in one account, and he got negative $30 in the other account. Okay, negative 64, negative 30.
And a third, maybe $50 around there. It's like a weird.
It's about $50 in some other accounts. Okay.
Weird mix. Audio is a medium I love, and the reality is that it's really hard to make it. There aren't a ton of jobs anymore. Most of us are all freelancers now. I had an $80,000 contract for a show that I was working on that got canceled. And today I think it's fair to say I won a Peabody. It's very strange. It's very strange. I feel a little bit like there aren't really clear instructions on this part of your career.
Yo, yo, I can identify with everything. What up? What up? What up? Who said Coach Nito? What up? What up? What up? Who is this TikTok of nothing? What's good?
It's evident that you know how to do the thing, but you don't know how to get to where you want to get. I hope for good, and I believe that there's more ahead. It's very strange.
Listen, I applaud your transparency, sir. I applaud it. I applaud it. Let me give him one. And I do not know how to pronounce this guy's name. I got a net. That's a moth. I'm sorry. The ADHD in me is like, yo, kill it. Don't let it live. Where did it go? Freaking moth. Where did the moth come from? All right, never mind. But anyway, see, this is why I can't do network television. If somebody do something like, yo, you can't figure that out, yo, hey, cut. You can't figure that out. Get him out of here, please. But anyway, this artist's name is Ngofeen. No, Ngofeen. Looks like he's African. Y'all tell me how you pronounce that. And look, see, y'all probably be like, he can't read. Y'all can't read either. How do you pronounce his name? I'll wait. Everybody on TikTok, I'm going to spell it for you. This is how you spell his name. Ngofeen. How you pronounce that? Ngofeen. Ngofeen. I say Ngofeen. But anyway. If I were coaching you, brother, what I would tell you is this. Let me see what he got going on. I see CJ. CJ follows him. You got your Cash App and your link tree. Let me see what else you got. Went from opera to New Yorker Magazine. Okay, the Monkey Gospel. What's Monkey Gospel? Okay, he needs to take that off of his page because Monkey Gospel only got 200 followers. All right, you're following 1,300 people. You need to unfollow some people because your ratios are off. And this is stuff. The wrestler. Okay, it's a wrestler. All right, cool. This is where no, he's not a wrestler. He's what is he? He's an actor. Yeah, he's an actor. He's an actor because he got some cool stuff on his page. But this is what I'm gonna say. And this is why I always encourage my parents that have kids that's in the creative industry, or my parents that have kids that's in the creative space. I'll say it like that. The harsh truth. I'll give you the harsh truth. This is how a lot of things work. When you have a kid that's in a creative space like me, right, or like a lot of my friends, there has been no real infrastructure to how we make money. The only infrastructure to how we make money is pretty predatory. It's all based off of who makes what off of you, how many people supports what, who spends what, who signed to who has the agent that's getting them to work. Our whole business is based off of cap, right? The whole industry. So the only time you really, really get good is when you knock it out the park and you land a power like a Maury Hartwick where you're getting a couple $100,000 per episode, or you land a Scandal like Kerry Washington. It is only at that point when people land those type of roles when you start to be able to live and breathe in life. But outside of the series stuff, when you get these one-offs, like with me, that's why I always say I would rather not produce singles if I could produce the album. I would rather produce an album that's paying me $10,000 versus one song that's going to pay me $10,000. Now, I'm going to take both of them. I'm going to take both of the checks, right? But which one would I rather have? I would rather have the album of 5 or 10 that paid me $10,000 and I'm going to get some back end. Here is why. when it comes to the creative industry, what up, Dom? When it comes to the creative industry, all of the things that we do is pay it forward. This is why I normally don't get mad at artists when they try to freebie me. Right now, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to just do whatever they want me to do for free. That's not going to happen. But this is exactly what happens when you got, I'm going to say a big conglomerate, right? Let's say an actor gets hired to do Friday, the next Friday, or the next Friday, whatever the Friday is going to be next, right? Let's say an actor gets hired to do that show or to do that movie. Well, this is what I would push for the actor to do. Okay, if y'all gonna do the Friday movie, right, the newest Friday movie, do y'all have any intentions on doing any type of spinoff? A lot of the times, producers might have had the idea for a short second, but you just gave them a little bit extra. And this is after landing the job. I'm not saying to say none of this stuff if you just on the outside just looking in. Like if you landed the job and you were one of the main characters, say, have y'all ever thought about doing a Friday series where y'all develop Smokey's character? Oh, we never thought about that. Well, if y'all do that, I would love to be a part of that process. And, just let me know. When you plant seeds like that, now you start to become more than just an actor. You start to become a collaborator. You start to become one of the partners. And even though they might not hire you to be the actor for the role, being that you already landed this main role in the movie, they might hire you to be a coach for the person that's going to play the part. Right? They may hire you to help do some type of treatment when you say, okay, my character was wearing this. When you walk, you need to walk like this. People get paid for that stuff, right? So just in actor world, for him, I would want him to do something like that. Secondly, but definitely not last, you got to figure out when you're in the creative space and you have a kid. I always like to start there because I think my folk did the best that they could with what they had with limited knowledge, right? So I will never downplay family significance when it comes to the things I've been able to accomplish in my career, because it's a building block. Every generation should have something better than the next generation. This generation may have driven This generation may have driven an Acura. Well, the next generation might drive the Audi. Well, the next generation might drive the Beamer. The next generation might drive the Bentley. That's how it should be. It should be. The next generation should not have to always rebuild something that the last generation messed up. It should not be that every time. I think with our culture, with black folk, that's been an issue for a long time. It's always you starting from scratch. I got to do this, got to do that. It's at some point, and this is why I try to teach all of my people from this perspective. At some point, you should be good. You should be good at some point. You should not have to continue to grind and hustle. The grind and hustle should become, I'm doing all my passion projects at some point. Well, that normally don't happen. I'm gonna see what you said right quick too, Don. But that normally don't happen because a lot of the times people move with limited information, and then people are scared to pay for a certain training because there's hella scammers out here. You got that component. So now you have to have people like me to give y'all stuff for free just to tell y'all, you can trust me. You can trust me. Like, what you need? I've done so many free coaching calls with the artists, not with the businesses. With businesses, they pay. But with my artists, I've done so many free coaching calls because I want a lot of people to win. Well, this is the thing. With that actor that was super transparent about his whole situation, I want you to figure out what other skills that you possess outside of acting. You got to figure out what other skills you possess. If you were to ask me, and this is something I've been talking about over and over, and I really hope that y'all listen. I really hope y'all listening. I've been talking about this over and over with the AI agents. First it was ChatGPT. Then I went from ChatGPT to mini chats with automated systems. And I went from mini chats to Claude. Went from Claude to Claw. Went from Claw to something called Base 44. All right. All of these are different AI tools that y'all could start using to scale to something. Right. But the AI can't tell you what to do. You have to know what you specialize in. Right. You got to know what you specialize in. Case in point for me, I'm big in real estate and music. Real estate, music, customer service. Those are my 3 pillars of business. That's my business. Music, real estate, customer service. That's my business all together. And whenever you see me develop other businesses, because I'm affiliated with other businesses, I've invested in other businesses. At the end of the day, it's going to have one of those mixes: music, real estate, or customer service. Right? What I'm looking at doing, and I talked about this on one of my lives, and I'm about to read that. One quick second. I got to get my idea out. But I talked in one of my lives about how I wanted to teach musicians or content creators certain skills, like trades that you can have where you can now go in and start earning money from doing this stuff. Well, the first ones that I talked about was, basic stuff: sheetrocking, electrical, plumbing. Start learning something in one of those fields. The reason being, right now, let me pull this up too. And I want to show y'all this because I think it's very important that you understand where we are and where we're going with our economy. Let me see, how much does a sheetrock installer? And this is I'm telling y'all this because sheetrock is one of them things that you can do and not really mess up too bad. It ain't electrical, it ain't plumbing. It's just a trade that you can learn that you can start making some real money from. Right? So right now, for starters, the average sheetrocker or the sheetrock installer can make roughly $3,000 to $6,000 a week. $3,000 to $6,000 a week. Just put that in your head. $3,000 to $6,000. So whenever I see a musician say, "I'm struggling, I ain't making no money, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that," I'm like, okay, let's say that you're not good at music. Let's say the music is just your passion. Music gives you life. It gives you all of the things that get your judge going. But that might not be the thing that'll pay the bills. And I don't want you just paying the bills. I want you thriving. If somebody comes up to you and say, "Yo, I love your music, and it's gonna cost $10,000 to get you on this playlist for radio and festivals for a month," I want you to be like, "Okay, where do I send it?" That's what I want for all of my creative people. But a lot of the times we just get so stuck on, "I made a hit." Nobody cares about your hit. Nobody cares about your hit. Let me see what Dom said. I wish I could get you on this other screen, Dom. Because of your guidance, I shifted from music to using my knowledge and becoming social media. I'm so glad, bro. Look, come on, bro. Come on. I can't. That's what I want for all of my creative people. Oh, why is it doing that? It's playing back. I don't like that. All right, so Dom, you started doing more social media management, okay, and you the trade school. I love it. Still have people that ask me to mix too, so thank you. So look, and that's the thing, Dom, and I know. Oh, how's the kid doing? I know you had the new baby too. I hope everything is good. Hopefully y'all are good out there, man. Hopefully y'all are good. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so you are working in the trades, and you got the social media stuff going, and you still got music going. And this is the thing. I think what happens in man world, right? We start to resent the partner. And I was there for probably about a year. Especially if both partners are creative. You'll resent the partner for continuing the creative stuff and not understanding why you so tired, or they don't understand why you know, it seems like all you talk about is the bills, or it seems like all you I've been there. That's how I can talk about it. I've been there plenty of times. What's happened is a lot of the times we put down the dream to support the family. In essence, a lot of the times a good woman, they'll do the same thing. So now what happens? Everybody's irritable. Nobody wants to talk about nothing. Nobody wants to be around nobody. It's just like, yo, dog eats dog. Yo, we good. We still family, but I mean, you know, do you? I've been there. The reason that happens is we let go of whatever feeds us with our dream. And we feel like we have to let it go to do this other thing. This is why I always ask people, okay, how much free time do you actually have? When you get home from work, because I went back to my 9 to 5 partly for health insurance, but also I just need to get out the house. I need to be around more people. And this is something I want to say. I want to say too, and I think Dom, you were with the Lucrative community around that time. When I first started the Lucrative community, I was doing content, music, and all that stuff. Content, music, and real estate full time, right? I was making good money, but the issue that came up was, okay, well, bro, you need some health insurance. Your family need health insurance. Oh, you just had a mild stroke, my G? Oh, so you playing with your health. Oh, your kid's starting to need some braces. You gonna play with their teeth? Oh, your kid's doing this. You gonna play with that. They need clothes. You still gotta pay. And this is the stuff that I like to tell all of my men about. Right? I know they always say, well, nah, it's a partnership, it's the joint, this and that. No, it is to a certain extent. But when all ish hits the fan, who is always held accountable? Especially in a marital situation. If you got kids and you paying child support, still, who is held liable for everything that happens with that woman and that kid? The man. So, let me get this because I saw my laptop doing something. When it comes to the responsibility side of things, no, I want to make sure that everybody is fully aware. And that's why my family, my girls be like even tonight, this is normally family night. Just let y'all know, this is normally family night where we get together, we have our family time because Pops be working. I probably, out of 24 hours a day, I probably work a cool 18 every day. Cool 18, solid 18. When I say 18, I'm for real. Like, I probably fall asleep at the 4-hour, 5-hour mark. In between that, when we watching TV with the family, I'm on the laptop working. If we out at a mall or a dinner or something, I probably got a business deal working. I just signed a deal with Empire. That's more work. I've been working on this piece of property. I just got my perk test for it. I got to talk to the agent about that tomorrow. But anyway, I'm working on that. When it comes to Pops, I'm making sure that y'all are good. So all I need y'all to do is make sure that y'all can hold it down. This is the messages that have to be relayed. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, there we go. But yeah, this is the message that has to be relayed to the women and the men. Because right now, I think it's too many dudes that feel, and again, it's a judge-free world. Whatever you got going on, cool. You do you. Cool. But when it comes to the structure of the family, you got to be the one that's holding this down. And I don't want you to be the one holding it down and be stressed holding it down. If you stress holding it down, but you holding it down, that makes room for a terrible family dynamic. Trust me. Yo, you leave it, you can leave. Bye. We've all been there. We have been there. Dom said, matter of fact, let me pick your brain on some beats. I got it. Okay. Okay. Yo, Dom, just send me an email or shoot me a text. My number the same. Hit me up. But yeah, I want to make sure that all of us are starting to focus on what we need to focus on. Focus on the money. Honestly, focus on the money. So back to this actor. Brother, I want you to figure out what trades that you do best that you could sell right now, today. What is the simplest thing that you could do today? And I'm not saying go drive Uber, because you might not be able to you might not have the gas to fill up to even start driving the Uber. Then you're going to have to wait to get paid. I ain't talking about that. What is it that you could do that you could control right now today? When I first started, my goal was to make $50 to $200 a day. $50 to $200 a day. And this is because I was making $0 a day. And I was living check to check. I was living, I play at the church and I get a little bit of money from there. I pay the bills with that. I do whatever. I did. We buy used car signs. I hung them joints up. I picked up trash at the apartment complex, doing valet trash. Down here we got something called valet trash at like the nice apartments. I drove. That's when I had my I had a white Chevy pickup truck. That joint broke down. I think I forgot what happened. I ended up buying a golden looking Chevy pickup truck. I drove that truck. It's day 2 after having that truck. I drove that joint to the apartment complex, and I said, I'm gonna pick this trash up. I picked that trash up, made $400 every 2 weeks. And I just started adding up. I said, okay, I can't continue to do this. I cannot, like, this is beating my body up. Right? So I had to start thinking about things differently. What type of systems can I create that allows me to not only just make the money, but I can also partner with people where they make money, and everybody wins at the end. That's when I started Staccato Design. That's when I started LZC Properties. And I think that's at that point was when we had started Drofar Media. And those companies, we probably have a staff of maybe 16 out of all three, probably 16 to 20 people that depend on me every month. 16 to 20 people. So I say that to not flex. I say that to say a lot of the times your way to get to the real bag, you got to partner with people. The way to get to the real bag, you probably got to partner with somebody. You got to get with somebody that's smarter than you in different areas. If they're not smart enough, you got to learn the skill. That way, when you do learn the skill and you start implementing the strategy, when you find the person that's talented that can take over certain things, all right, now you do this. Now, again, we have AI agents. There is an AI version of Magneto 7 that sends people emails, that responds to certain things. With my DMs on Instagram, a lot of y'all probably don't even know. When y'all send me a DM on Instagram, if it's not too personal, the bot version of me responds to everybody, right? And that is so we can maintain a strong business structure. I think the stats say if people hit one of the links, you only got maybe 3 cycles before they either going to buy your stuff or they're going to click off and start doing something else. Your job is to make it as easy as possible for them to purchase whatever you're selling, right? So that's why I started using the AI Nito version of me, right? Comment ... on my wall. The AI version of Nito is going to send you the DM, send you through the prompts. You buy the thing. Have a nice day. You reach out to me if you need me. You have other ways to communicate. You got other ways to contact me or anybody on my team, right? So now we got AI agents. I probably have 4 websites in queue right now that I'm building for other people. 4 different websites. Out of those 4 websites, I have an AI agent for each one, responding to people as they send an email. Or you know how you can say, You know, if you go to, let's say you go to Champs or you go to Home Depot or you go to Walmart and it says, would you like to chat with the agent? Right? Would you like to chat with the agent is the AI. That's the AI. As of next month, I was going to teach the AI course for all of my Patreon members on the Lucrative Execs tier. I was going to teach them the AI agent, but I think a lot of my business owners just want me to do it for them because a lot of them are just working. Well, guess what? I'm willing to do that too. We build it for you. We manage it for you. You got everything going. You need the contact. You need a quarterly meeting. You need a monthly or weekly meeting. Cool. We get it. We got you. But I think right now, again, it is not the time. I repeat, this is not the time for folk to be like, I don't like men. I don't like women. He brokey. She a brokey. Man, gas prices too high. Eggs too high. I said that about gas earlier, but it's a joke. Now is not the time to acknowledge the obvious thing that's happening. You got to figure out what you're going to do to combat it. Because whatever you do, whether it's to combat it or not, the thing still exists. The thing still exists. It's like somebody having a head cold and somebody walks into the room that don't have a head cold. They say, oh, man, you got a cold? Oh, man, I don't need to be around you. And then they sit down right beside the person with the cold and say, man, I bet not get sick. Then you get closer to the person with the cold. Guess what? You are going to get sick at some point unless you do something about it. Oh, you sick? Boy, I can't even F with you, my boy. I'm going to holler at you on the flip side. You leave, close the door behind you, and now you did something else. You did something to combat that. You did something. I think now everybody has been coddled and everybody is just being on a kumbaya fest where you think that somebody owes you a compliment or they owe you the collaboration or don't nobody owe nobody nothing. It is a dog eats dog world. You got to figure out what's working for you, right? So all of my people that's watching this on YouTube, please, if you need my help, please holler at me. Please holler at me. I am here. If you're looking at this on YouTube, the link's in the description to join the Patreon. And you can send me an email to madlucrativeexec@gmail.com. Also, I'm looking at doing a 15-second relationship builder. 15-second relationship builder should be coming to everybody in May. All of my Lucrative community members, I think it's like $50. General public is going to be $99 to $100. And I'm going to tell you this. A lot of the stuff that I do and that I teach, I don't do it unless it works. Put it like that. I don't do it unless it works. So, hit me up. I am here to help. And I'm going to holler at y'all next week. All right. In May. All of my Lucrative, I don't know why I was doing that. I think it's like $50. General public is going to be That's so stupid. But anyway. I can't stand when the playback just does that. It's just lame. But anyway, I'm going to holler at y'all. All right. See y'all next week. Peace.